Welcome back to, I keep on wanting to say Crazy Bill's Garage, but it's not. It's Bill's Old Jalopy Garage. That just does not flow. I'm going to have to change that name. But maybe I'll go back to Crazy Bill's Garage. Yeah, that'll teach him. We have the Omnicraft. And yeah, I don't have any, what do we call it? I don't have any sense, the wife says. Turn it that way. I don't have any used oil filters right now. I know. It's winter. No one's doing their oil changes at all. So I have to bring you this old but new oil filter. There's the number on it. I have no idea. Let me turn that light on. There you go. I have no idea what year this is. 9030. So 2030. This is a futuristic filter. QFL 16. What's it say here? Man, I'm blind as a bat here. What's that say? Majority content made in USA. There we go. We're going to go with that. Majority of the content of this filter is made in the USA. So, what do we see? We see that it has slits, kind of like, I'm going to say Purelator, but I'm saying they're more like Ford. Oh, right, Ford is made by Purelator. I don't know. I'm sure it's not a Ford filter in disguise. And since this is not a comparison video, I'm not going to fiddle around with it too much. We're just going to fly through this because I just worked a full day. It's Thursday evening. I know it's got to go out by tomorrow morning, get this thing done. I got to edit it. I got to do all these things to it. And yeah, but you know what? Let me get her cut open. But before we cut it open, let's weigh it. There we go. Weight 280.8 grams. Wow. Nope. What's this one? Is this the one? Nope. That was not the one. Oh my word. Okay, put her on there. That's grams, 280.9. I thought it was 280.8. There's ounces. 9.908 ounces. Wow. I know, it's shocking, but now we're going to get to cut it open and see if this is actually built like a Ford Motorcraft filter or not. I got a feeling this is like a Ford Motorcraft filter. I don't know why. All right, we have it open. At least I think we do. All right, let's just turn her over. Oh, there we go. We got her. So, look at that. You know what? On second inspection, these don't look like Purelator or Motorcraft at all. Huh. 3 threads. I don't know. Maybe this. I don't think this is Purelator made. This just seems too rough of cutouts. They don't seem precise like Purelator would do. And definitely a rubber anti-drainback valve. Let's get some numbers on it there. I can't read those. I'm too blind. But yeah, that's interesting. Let's pull out the. Oh, I see. So the canister though does. Oh, it's thin. Wow. We got a stamped steel spring.
Hey, is this Purelator made from the company that does the couriering? You said Purelator, right?
Yeah.
Is it the same company that does?
No.
So
They're not in cahoots together.
Oh, too bad.
Wow, that's a thin can. Told you it was thin. You heard my wife's question. 12.26. This is not a Purelator. That is way too thin for it to be anything of usefulness. Hey, Omnicraft, I don't know. made. Hey, recommended by Ford Motor Company. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Nope, not really. See, look at this. You'd think it was with the glue on here that it's Purelator made. I'm not sure. What does anybody else think? What does my wife think?
Well, it didn't fly here.
Oh, my word. That's taking way too much muscle to push
You know,
that down.
When you show that, all they see is your hand.
That's fine. It don't matter. They know what I'm doing. Oh, this thing is put together kind of wonky. I gotta say, it's a little wonky. It's not bad. Filtration feels good. What do you think of it?
Sure.
Sure. She says sure. This is a recommended filter by the Ford Motor Company. Well, let's see how many pleats it has. So we have 50 pleats. 50 pleats on all of these crooked pleats in here. Ah, yes, we gotta love that. But I'll tell you, this was disturbing how thin this canister is. And recommended, they can say whatever they like on a filter, right? Recommended by Ford Motor Company. Okay, it's probably for a Ford, I'm guessing. I don't really know. That was a very stiff bypass. And I don't know if this is glue because it is wearing off and rubbing off. So that, oh, there's a big clump of glue. Still, oh, it's black glue. I don't know who uses black glue. This somehow was made in the US. I don't know about that. But what else I got to do here? So here we go. You know what time it is. 50 pleats. We'll see how good it is. We can already see that it's got louvers inside. Are they all open or are some of them closed? We will not know until I do the cutting. Oh, this filtration is really easy to cut through, by the way. So I'm getting a feeling it's not the thickest, and that's fine. Some thicker filtration is, doesn't flow very well. But you get the best of both worlds in some. I'm telling you right now, I'm pretty sure this is not synthetic in any way for filtration. I think I cut more metal than I did filtration on that. Haha. Okay, let's open her. You know what? We're glued together right here. Let's see how good this is. Wow, I think even my wife could have ripped that one apart. Come on, that was funny. Oh, I do. Some of these louvers are closed. All the ones along this ridge line here seem closed. But some of them up here, the ones in the middle are completely wide open. So we'll give it a pass. If you look through there, not terrible. But yeah, all in all, it's got metal ends. But here's the big money maker. What type of filtration? Let's move my cutting board. It's yellow filtration. That is. But as you can see, it's not very deep. Not very deep at all. But let us check to see how thick this filtration may turn out to be. If I can get it perfectly on there. There we go. 0.68 millimeters. That's not terrible. This doesn't feel like she's going to stretch out very far. Let me go and do a measurement and we'll get back to you. So here we go with that. 40 inches of filtration. I know it looks like it would be longer because it's so wide. Or 101 centimeters. 3.5 inches wide, or 8.5 centimeters, or somewhere close to that. So yeah, how is that? That's actually, well, not as good as length as I thought it would be. And this stuff just, oh wow, this stuff just rips apart. There is no stopping any rippage in here. That one was harder there. We're going to take a look at the microscope through this for this stuff. We're going to see if this is truly the synthetic filtration I believe it is. Did I say synthetic? I meant cellulose. Oh, there we go. So there we go. Through the microscope, you can see that it pretty well looks like a bunch of cellulose material together, strands of something, resin, stuff like that. And yeah, doesn't look like it's any glass. Yeah, it just definitely feels like it is cellulose. Let's take a look at the backside of it. And again, we're looking at the backside. You can pretty well see that, yeah, it's definitely cellulose. Nothing special with it here at all. Got that perfect look to it through the microscope. And yeah, well, there's one thing. I never did measure this. Let's measure. Measure? No, I mean weigh. So now, while weighing this unfortunately awesome filtration, we're at 19.8 grams. So 19.8, yeah, I would say there is quite a bit of filtration there. So honestly, I've never heard of Omnicraft before. I found this one at Rock Auto and ordered it up. And I've never seen these around anywhere. Have you? Have you seen any of these? Looks like they're a pretty cheap filter. Anyone can print on there, I guess. Recommended by Ford Motor Company. I don't know if I'd recommend these by the Ford Motor Company. This filtration seems pretty cheapish, I must say. It doesn't feel like it's held together very well, but who knows? It probably filters just fine for the regular duty it's supposed to do. And I'm just being mm, oversensitive, we'll say, with this filter. I don't know. It seems like it would probably do a fine job. I wouldn't personally use it after taking it apart and seeing how it is actually made, but I must say, oh, that did come off. Okay. I don't know who uses this black glue here. So, I don't know who really makes it. Does anybody have any ideas? And you know what? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully I get some used oil filters next week and we can go back to normal again. I like being normal. I work. I come home. I like being normal with my filters. But hey, thanks for watching.